Good morning, Boquete. We are going for a morning walk. We got Ron again today.
Hi there, back for another one.
Life is good. He couldn't get enough. So we're going to walk a little bit different. Kind of going up the hill to the Wilson Bridge Road. And then walk down. Right now it's clear. Temperature's nice, but like 30 minutes ago? 40 minutes ago, it was pouring down rain.
Yeah.
And we're looking that there's some clouds around, so and of course I forgot to bring a plastic bag, but we're going for it. If wishes were fishes, we'd all be in the sea.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty how it's hitting the mountains there? Ron, this guy here to the left is a body painter. There's a body shop.
I can see that. He's got some...
Yeah, that's a gringo. Does some pretty nice work.
Well, that was my original profession in the U.S. and I soon, well, for a few years I did it. Ran shops and physically did body work all day long. Came home, blew my nose, had all kinds of colored things in Kleenex. So I decided that I needed to change, so I got in the parts business.
Well, that's pretty tough on your body too, with those after those accidents and frame machines and beating on things and repetitive motion. And
a good friend of mine who is in the U.S. We went from junior high on up. I've known him, that long, and he's still a body man. He's my age, which is mid-60s.
and holding, right?
Yeah, well, I'm 64 this year, and Jeff was the same age as I am, so he's looking to retirement. Bottom line is every day he goes in and runs a frame machine in a fairly large shop in a medium-sized Nebraska city. So anyway, he's doing it. He did quit smoking.
Whoa. Well, that was a trip. Boy, I'm glad you guys didn't fall on that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's a little rough road there. Anyway, he did quit smoking. That would help him, but yeah, he's still doing it every day, and it's taking a toll on him.
Yeah, I had a friend, the same thing. He was in it, and he was one worn-out individual. But he made the change, and it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing the right thing, because sounds like you're a little out of breath like I am.
Well,
and if you're not out of breath when you're walking and talking, then you're not walking fast enough.
Yeah, exactly. When you go to the doctor and he says, I want you to come back next week and do a stress test on the treadmill. I don't know how many of you out there have ever done that.
You know what, Ron? You got Crocs. That looks muddy. Let's go back up to the main road.
Okay, cool. Okay.
That wouldn't be fun squishing down the road.
No.
All right, well, keep on walking now. Ron and I were just trying to figure out, how is it when you're walking down a road and there's a car coming, there'll be another one coming at the same time. There's always like a 3-event thing waiting to happen. It's just, it's just amazing. I've been noticing that for 20 years. It's just a normal thing. It's a law of attraction.
Yeah, here in Panama, impeding traffic in the country is definitely part of the plan.
Well, that couple in front of us is walking towards us. They haven't changed their stance.
No.
But yeah, I guess their attitudes, they've been here a lot longer. Wow, look how that house on the hill turned out. You see that one over there? know if you can see it, that big white thing, that big huge roof, right where that pine tree is.
Yeah.
Look at the view they have. Unbelievable.
What it's like when the wind's blowing.
Well, I don't know, there's so many different microclimates here in Boquete.
Right.
You know, it's, and you can see that on Lloyd Cripe's Weather Channel. And Los Molinos is, has more rain than Boquete.
Yeah, and I don't know that used to be the case, but that's been the case this year because of the weather patterns.
Yeah. So
I don't think it was that way when we moved here, when we came here, you know, 12 plus years ago.
it sure doesn't seem like it. It seemed like that was a pretty dry spot there.
Hot and dry area, and that's why you moved there, because you wanted hotter and drier.
Yeah. Well, we sure have learned a lot since we've been here, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah, it's called the School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, there might have been a few hard knocks and a couple speed bumps, and
Yeah.
that's all part of the road of life. At least it didn't.
Well,
You know, it hadn't turned us over, flipped us over, and done that. You know, we've gone through it, and it's made us a little better.
yeah, I think so.
Is that backhoe pushing that truck up the hill?
You have to, I don't know, maybe he's just falling.
Yeah, it could be.
Because the truck's loaded.
All right, well, let's keep walking. Well, we just got off the main road.
Back on a side road by Boquete, which is Boquete's organic fertilizer source. They compost coffee husks and coffee waste and other things, and sell it as organic compost, and it's pretty good. It's organic abono, really, fertilizer. It's not compost per se, but it can help improve your compost.
They add some enzymes to it or something, or to help it?
They have different ones. Some of them have different additives to help control different issues, and they're all natural, biological things. They're not, you know, they don't dump in a couple of gallons of chemicals in the mix ever. That's not their plan.
That's now I also buy bags of the vermicompost, the worm castings, and I make a tea out of that and water my plants.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
And that works pretty good, and it's pretty reasonable, and it goes a long way. You know, it's making it better.
We make a lot of compost tea at Finca Santa Marta and worm tea, and mix them and do different things at different times.
Do you know? Can you really notice the difference?
Well, if you're addressing the plant's issues, you know, plants have issues. Sometimes it's nutrients, too much of, lack of, too much water, not enough, too much sun, not enough. And so what you do from a fertilizer standpoint may not be solve the problem, because that wasn't the problem to start with.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it is really hard with, and you can. I don't think you can really successfully grow anything outside unless it's a native plant that already does. You know, you just have to have
certain times of the year. You know, that's what we found out. There are certain things that are seasonal here, and seasonal means wet season or dry season. Some of them grow both. Some of them are outside in the dry season, inside under roof in the wet season.
Oh, ooh, hey, let's go this way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna turn down Mystic Gardens. This is, have you seen this project? Bunch of housing here for,
the only entrance?
Yes, this is it.
Well, at least they've narrowed that down.
But we can walk through and come out the other side.
Okay.
So I got a nice little cut through here, and this is one of the first ones they built. You know, one thing I noticed is they have another phase. This is just the first half.
Right.
And on the next half, they started using those vinyl. You know, those vinyl houses are going around, we pour the concrete.
Right, we were talking about that the other day, and yeah, I did notice that a couple of the houses over by my friend's place in El Flor that just went up in the last 6 months or 8 months are that construction.
Well, they
The
have
vinyl walls.
remade these houses in with a vinyl mold now. So it's exact same floor plan, and they have one of them up there like a prototype. Buen dia. And looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens when we get there. Well, we came out of Mystic's Gardens, turned the corner, we're coming up the hill. See how things are. Buenos dias.
Yes.
Nice friendly people. Getting their shopping done before it rains.
Yeah. And we're hiking back up a hill.
That's right.
And that's
Got
okay.
Got the easy part out of the way this time. I'll tell you, sometimes coming up that Wilson Street Bridge Road, it sure seems long.
Yeah.
I think I need some longer arms. Or maybe, you know what is really cool are those drones. Called like selfie drones. You wear like a wrist thing and it follows you around. And
No, I've seen that, but yeah, it stays with you.
uh-huh. Something like that'd be cool. Put it out there about 6 feet in front of you or behind you. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the gadgets and stuff they have now.
Yeah, the drone view of our farm is very cool.
Yes.
And he mapped the farm, went back and forth over the farm in a grid pattern, and then software later on developed a 3D floating image of the farm.
Really? Oh, that's right. I remember you showed that to me. That was awesome.
Gives a real idea of the
topography.
the topography, the height, the elevation changes.
Yeah, that's an incredible perspective. When you see that for the first time, what you had going, really? I mean, you could really see the ridges and everything on that canyon side, if I remember.
And of course, when we bought it, we walked the thing 5 times, but there were still areas that we didn't even know existed until later on because of the overgrowth that we had to clear out.
Well, I mean, at Rambala, it's 31 hectares.
Yeah.
I haven't been everywhere. I mean, it's just so rugged. It's but that's some of the beauty about it, is because it is, and more animals live there.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a pretty good walk. I got a little sweat going on. Maybe it could just be a hot flash, but
Yeah, either way.
Either way, still burning calories. So I hope you guys are walking. Keep it going. I see a nice little shade tree up here. I'm gonna take a break with Ron and I walking around in the hood today.
Uphill in the sun.
Uphill in the sun.
Keeping a fairly good clip, not just, not running, but certainly not lollygagging. So.
Well, I definitely got something going on, but man, I sure appreciate you coming out doing this, because this is that feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Whew.
There you can figured out what the light factor was here under the tree.
There you go. But anyways, thanks a lot, Boquete, and for coming along, and we're going to see you next time. Life is good.
Bye.
Bye.